without mother crystals.
Why hello there and welcome back to Garner Creations playthrough of Final Fantasy XVI. And for a little bit I'm swapping back to a weekly format on this one because I've been doing like 5 videos a day and I can't keep up with it. It's too much. So if you guys don't mind, I will be releasing these videos on Tuesday until I can finish out Aliens Dark Descent, which has 28 videos, and Diablo 4, which will have a total of 44 or 45 videos for the main story, and then I'm going to switch to like weekly videos on those, which will be a lot easier. So in the meantime, I tried to finish like the first chunk, like of the big part of the first part of the game, and then now I'm going to take it a little bit slower. And then once I have those 2 series finished by the end of July, come August, I'll go back to like daily Final Fantasy 16 videos until I can finish it. Because I'm also planning on picking up Remnant 2 and playing that, so I want to be able to get videos out on that as well. So got a lot to do. Okay, so I was just kind of looking around real quick. We need to go speak to Otto. I think at the end of the last video, I believe I upgraded my gear. So now it's just a matter of progressing the story. So let's go find out what we gotta do next. And boy, this is a good story. I can definitely say, oops, sorry, out of my way. But now I am Sid, aka Clive, aka heir to the Empire. Bunch of stuff. Here we go.
Are suspended until further notice.
Yes, Captain. I'll let the others know.
Just kind of listen in. Be an eavesdropper dropping those eaves.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Yeah, I'm like, who is that?
I learned something new. You'll be the first to know. Now off you go.
Vivian. Who are you? Suck the nectar. You're wondering what this new board is behind me, aren't you? All good in time, my furless friend. All in good time. It's a bounty board. That's room. Oh, nope, she's over here. Map room's over here. Alright, let's talk to her. Vivian.
I trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambraquois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline Dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Oh, good. He's around. I was like, I hope he's okay. I hope they got him out. Because I was gonna be. At first, I thought maybe she was gonna be the replacement for him, and they're gonna be like he was, killed in the assault. But it's good to know he's still there. All right, let's go turn it in. I have something. Okay. Oh, it's even better. Bigger library.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Alright, Chambers.
Old Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible. Old Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship.
Oh, okay, a little bit of lore there. Let's pop these up. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me talk to him one more time. I want to see if I can turn in any of my stories. Oh, here we go.
Look around you.
While it is a far cry from the Imperial Library in Oriflame, in 5 short years we have amassed more volumes than most men or women might hope to see in their lifetime. No longer are the tales they contain hidden away from all but the privileged. We have liberated them, that they may fill the minds of all who hunger for knowledge. Still, there is much more out there, and as long as I draw breath, I shall continue to gather what I can. Why, one day, a chronicle of your own adventures might even grace these shelves, or failing that, the floor. Thanks, that was nice. About the past 5 years.
It has been difficult, certainly.
When Titan visited his wrath upon us on that dreadful night, we lost much. He robbed us not only of our home and our loved ones, but of that which Sid fought fiercest to preserve, our hope. Hope that we might never have found again had you not taken his name and become our light in the darkness.
Had you not led us here.
Oh, excuse me. Had a hiccup that turned into kind of a burp. Sorry about that. To Benamir and the Invincible, where among the ghosts of the fallen our journey can continue. Here in the belly of a Leviathan, untouched by the passing of 1,000 years, does our hope burn brighter than ever, and here may it burn for 1,000 more. Alright, and then let's ask about Ted and Crow.
I still remember.
The day I first met Ted and Crow, chasing their father about the hideaway one moment, clinging to their mother's kirtle the next. The twins' love for their parents was something to behold, so fierce and pure. When they passed, I feared the void they left in the children's lives could never be filled. Neither spoke nor smiled for years, hiding themselves away here in the shelves to bury their sorrows in the leaves of these tombs.
And thank goodness they did.
For I believe the stories proved a welcome distraction, as over time their pain faded, and now they laugh and frolic as they once did, if not with much vigor. They remind us that no matter how deep our wounds, we all have the capacity to heal, and that happiness lost may be found again. Alright. Let's view this and see our level go up a little bit.
Might interest you.
Yeah, there's like 5 years worth of tales, right? That's it. I should have hit level 4. Alright, Sid the Outlaw. That's kind of cool. Like, leader of the faction, believed responsible for the shattering of Drake's head in 873. With a single act of infamy, Sid's name quickly spread to the 4 corners of Valthea and beyond. Hideaway. That's cool looking though.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Alright, let's go adjourn to our room, as they say. And get the show on the road.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Otto stole us. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Okay. A new missive. Let's go read it.
It's over to the Tavern Crown for me.
Still smitten with the serving girl.
Ah, Jill.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk. Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav.
I always think there's gonna be like more context. But there's not. Where's Torgal? Torgal. Alright, and then if I remember correctly, our wall of memories. And we can go out that way. Let's just go ahead and read the letter. Oh, the reading table. Dun dun dun. Okay, reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway. Because it's probably going to be like side quests. Okay. The Republic's play. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing. I reckon I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. Gaff. Oh, his eye. Okay.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. wild march is ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
The Gathering Storm. Alright, so his brother's alive. He hasn't succumbed to Typhon. Speak with Otto. Alright, reading table. Is there anything else? No. Just looking out. We can go that way.
Something has happened to Martha. We need to speak with Otto.
Alright, let's go speak to Otto. Just double check nearby activities. None yet. Other than the main one. Nice, glad I went out there. Otherwise I would have missed that. Okay, let's see. Alright. Oop, stuck. I'm stuck. Alright, I figured it was back where we just spoke with him a moment ago.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Alright, new quest nearby. Let's go to that local map. Nearby. Caulk and ball. I was like, alright, it's over there. Kinda wanna... Oh, wait, let's see what she's got. She got anything?
Here for another of my lectures.
Alright, let's ask about Vivian.
One would think.
My role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge that of matters military and political, both past and present, that I might illuminate your way ahead. For it is only by understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way toward a brighter future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to appraise the dispositions of the great nations and those who rule them. And, of course, to pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint the storied Ninetales as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice. Ask about coming to the hideaway.
I admit.
When I took up my professor's bonnet and began teaching at the University of Canver, I did not think for a moment that I would one day count Sid the Outlaw among my pupils. But nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life, and we both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Such is the peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One is wont to uncover that which others would go to great lengths to ensure remained hidden. Were it not for you and our mutual friend having come to the rescue, my curiosity would likely have proved fatal. But instead, I was not only saved, but granted a new lease of life, as personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no less.
A far more reputable fellowship
Than anything in the academic world, I assure you. Okay, ask about the Crystalline Dominion.
my beloved homeland.
The crossroads of Valencia, where one only has to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystal yields more shards than any other, and its lands even now remain untouched by the blight. It is a blessed country indeed.
Or at least, it was.
Until Sanbreque elected to invade and establish a new holy capital upon Twinside's heretofore natural shores. It pains me to see the land I love so changed, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew that the Emperor Silvestri had designs on the Dominion, but to abandon Oriflame, the seat of the Holy Empire, since its inception, seemed too audacious a move, even for him. Oh, and then view the state of the realm.
To educate you.
By speaking with Vivian in the Hideaway's map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about current going-ons in Valencia, revisit any of the Nine Tails' past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relationship of those individuals in Clive's orbit. So the Grand Cast.
Here's the latest information I have.
Here you can view a detailed visualization of character relationships in Final Fantasy XVI that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Use L1 and R1 to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventure. Oh, interesting. The Archduke, the Duchess. Huh. Interesting. Okay. And then
Study it well, Clive.
Here you can view a detailed overview of current and past events related to Clive's story that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Use L1, R1 to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventures. Ah, okay. The Iron Kingdom. Alright.
Very good.
Yeah, good enough for now. Okay, find the curse breakers. Oh yeah, let's go do the side mission here. I think it's down there. Go. We need to take the elevator down. Side missions first, you guys know the drill. Going down. Alright, here it is. I see it. Obelisk, the boatman.
Damn blighted bilge. Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obelus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Alright, let's prioritize. Slay thorny thistles at Coatrill Falls. Okay. And let's see where that pops up. Let's do this too. Okay. Any more side stuff? No. No. I'm a little curious as to why we didn't go after Titan, but I don't think we're on that power level yet. I would imagine that's why, because I'd be like, I want revenge. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna go look over the edge here. Can I fall off? I can. That's awesome. Do I have anybody with me? Is it just me? Oh no, they're there. Okay. For a minute I was like, oh, that sucks. Gotta remember my moveset here. It's been a little bit. I've been finishing up some other stuff, so I was like, I had to just like remind myself. I was like, where did I leave off? Alright, and then hey, that's cool, man. Gotta figure that one out. Oop, what did I use? Ah, crush. I used a high potion. Didn't mean to. I'm like, those things are not cheap. Alright, we defeated them. Did we get what we needed? We need thorny thistles.
Can't imagine Herbalist needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Oh, yeah, I guess that did work. Okay, cool. Sweet. Alright, let's go turn it in. I'll be like, is this the one that unlocks more? Like, you do this one, and then 17 more pop up. Right? That would be no. Alright, let's go see. He's over here.
Finish with that box, Ed. Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Alright, quest complete. Got some XP, some ability points. Badger Might +1. I didn't know those leveled up. Alright, believe that's it. So let's go ahead and fast travel to Martha's Rest. Let's find Martha. Martha, where you be?
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical, shall we?
I'm sorry.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Alright, I'll prioritize that for the moment. Doesn't look like... Yeah, no side quests as of this point. Alright, let's go.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Alright, let me down there. Let's do it. Okay. Let me check one thing real quick. Okay. Good to go. And run. And I have to wait for it to kick in. Nope. There we go.
Look. Up ahead. Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
The name's Sid.
Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Alright, these guys kinda just came into my area. Get over here. Alright, let's grab this real fast. I was gonna say it's either like 2 gil. I'm gonna go grab this real fast. I wanna see what this item is. Okay. Oh. Didn't mean to go here, but out of curiosity. We'll check it out, right? Alright, back up the hill. Get to the road.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Nope, it won't.
This one.
Okay, I gotta figure this out. And then R2. I don't know how to. I gotta remember how to fire it. Alright, let's finish this dude. Oh, just this. Oh no, there's two left. This guy, one more. Jill, where are you at? There we go. Anything good? Let's see. Give me something cool. Okay, just some crafting materials. I'll take that. That's still good.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Ooh, we got the gouge. Okay.
He may still be alive.
Yeah, let's go look for him. Where are you, Abbott? I'd say he's got to be to the side.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg his aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm taking that. I'm not gonna... Can't let somebody else do that. Not after everything they like sacrificed. Alright, let's go. Now... Okay, I gotta go around. Yeah, because we can't cross through the water. It doesn't work like that. Lead the way, Torgal. Alright, I think this is... Yep. This'll do. Ooh, that's a new creature. Let's go fight it. Come on, Torgal. Let's take him. Ahriman, rank C. Ooh. He's a bounty. Alright, notorious marks. Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating these notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that may be used to craft new gear or upgrade existing items. We are gonna... Oh, I see, because he's a... 25. That doesn't scare me. Whew. Okay, let's get back to fire actually. Ah, rats. Okay, I see why it's a 25. So let's just do this. Becky some help back without having to use my... Never mind. We ended all that health quickly. Alright, here we go. I purposefully like held off on my... There we go. Stay on him. Stay on him. Oh shoot. Not really. Yeah, okay, I see why this guy's... I see why he's tough.
This one. This one. Get him.
Grab him. There we go. Yeah, this one's eat up the statter so good. No, get out of there. Whew.
That's better. Thanks, boy. Get him.
Okay, here we go. This guy is not that easy, that's for sure. Oh, I should have held on to that. Nope, get out of there. Yikes. Alright, stay on him, stay on him. Alright, stay. Oh shoot. Oh good, I stabbed him. Alright. Keep it really close. Got him. Whew. I used everything I had though. That's like, dang. Okay, that's cool though. I think I got like 5,000 gold for that. Yeah, I did. Sweet. Okay. He just gave me some average. Awesome. And stay down. Alright. Now that we've dealt with that guy. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, let's see. Run.
That must be the bridge.
Yeah, coming in.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Alright, now forget, I think I can fast travel, so I might just do that. So it says fast travel. Then we'll go turn this one in. And I'm hoping that, that will open up some new side stuff. We'll see. Martha!
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Alright, that one's complete. Got some gold, a little bit of I forget what the gold, or the subquest. What is the gold one? Okay, a new quest is available. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end the episode right here. So that's what I was hoping, is that they would pop up some new side quests, and they are. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series. Just remember, this one's switching over to weekly right now for at least July. And I will see you in the next episode.